When we talk about tuning a car, what do we really mean? Car tuning is the process of modifying a vehicle to optimize its performance beyond the factory settings. Manufacturers design cars as a compromise, balancing reliability, emissions, and fuel economy for everyone. Tuning lets you unlock hidden potential, more horsepower, better efficiency, or sharper response. In the past, tuning meant swapping parts or adjusting the engine with tools and know-how. Today, nearly every engine function is managed by a computer. Now, enthusiasts use laptops to adjust the software that controls the engine. This digital approach makes tuning more accessible than ever. With the right tools and knowledge, you can explore your car's hidden capabilities, no rent required. At the heart of every modern vehicle is a small but incredibly powerful computer called the Engine Control Unit, or ECU. Some people also call it the Engine Control Module, or ECM. This device is essentially the engine's brain. It receives information from dozens of sensors located all around the car. These sensors measure everything from the temperature of the air coming into the engine, the position of the throttle pedal, the rotational speed of the crankshaft, and the amount of oxygen in the exhaust gases. The ECU processes all of this incoming data thousands of times per second, making constant, minuscule adjustments to keep the engine running smoothly and efficiently. The ECU uses the data from these sensors to control a set of actuators, which are the parts that do the actual work. Its primary job is to manage the 3 T's of internal combustion: timing, target air-fuel ratio, and throttle. It determines precisely when the spark plugs should fire, ignition timing, and for how long the fuel injectors should stay open to deliver the perfect amount of fuel for the air entering the cylinders. On modern drive-by-wire cars, it even controls the throttle plate, interpreting how far you've pressed the accelerator pedal and opening the throttle accordingly. All of these decisions are based on a set of instructions programmed at the factory, which are stored in what we call maps. These maps are essentially multi-dimensional tables of data that tell the ECU what to do under specific conditions. For example, there is a map for ignition timing that tells the ECU how much to advance or retard the spark based on engine RPM and load. There is another map for the fuel system that dictates the target air-fuel ratio under different operating scenarios, such as idling, cruising, or full throttle acceleration. The factory calibrates these maps to provide a balance of power, fuel economy, and emissions control. However, these settings are often conservative, leaving room for improvement if you are willing to prioritize performance over other factors. This is where laptop tuning comes into play. The software on your laptop allows you to access and modify these very maps within the ECU. By changing the values in these tables, you are effectively rewriting the engine's instructions. You can command the ECU to inject more fuel, advance the ignition timing for more power, or increase the boost pressure on a turbocharged engine. You are directly communicating with the engine's brain and telling it to operate according to a new set of rules, your rules. Understanding that you are altering the fundamental logic of the engine is the first and most critical step in the tuning process. To tune your car, start by connecting your laptop to the vehicle's ECU using the OBD2 port, found on nearly every car since 1996. You'll need a specialized interface cable that links the OBD2 port to your laptop's USB port. Next, install tuning software. Options range from beginner-friendly to advanced, like HP tuners or Cobb Access Port. Always save your car's original ECU map before making changes. This is your backup. The software displays editable tables or graphs for tuning. Beginners often start by flashing a pre-made OTS map for common upgrades, which is safe and easy. Advanced users can custom tune by adjusting fuel, ignition, and boost maps, but always proceed with caution. Tuning your own car with a laptop can be incredibly rewarding, offering more horsepower, sharper throttle response, and a smoother drive. Even a basic tune can boost power, while turbocharged engines can see dramatic gains. But there are real risks. Mistakes can cause engine damage or void your warranty. One wrong value could mean a costly rebuild. Manufacturers often void warranties for any ECU modification. Tuning is best for those passionate about learning and willing to accept the risks. If you just want quick power, it's safer to trust a professional tuner with the right tools and experience.